Mm-hmm. Good morning and welcome to another day of learning with Miss Tia. Today is Thursday, April 23. Very good. A 2 and a 3. 23. All right. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to, who's out there? William. Hi, William. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to Mason. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to Colton. Hi, Colton. Good morning to you. All right. Thank you for joining us and welcome. Let's get started. All right. Today we are going to review some more of our letters. So again, I'm going to hold up the letter and then I want you to say the letter, say the sound that the letter makes, and then a picture or a word that also starts with the letter. Okay, so our first letter we're going to do is the letter S. What sound does the letter S make? Like a snake, right? S is for snake, right? All right, good job. All right, our next letter is
N.
The letter N. Very good. The letter N is N for nurse. N is N for nurse. We're very thankful for all of our nurses out there, aren't we? Keeping everybody safe and healthy, right? All right, our next letter is letter I.
For igloo.
Igloo is correct. The I says I for inchworm. Inchworm. And this is also a vowel, which means that it has two sounds. It can say the short sound, which is I, like inchworm, or it can also say its name, which is the long version of it, I, like ice cream, okay? So the I is just one of those special letters, the vowels, that has two sounds. I for inchworm, and I like in ice cream. All right, let's try the next one. Letter X. Letter X. Now the X is like a K and an S together, and you go k, okay? That one's kind of hard. And not many things start with X unless it's like X-ray does. But here we're doing fox because at the end of fox it has the X sound, okay? So fox, fox, foxy there, so X. And X can also make a Z sound. It's a kind of a weird letter here. So X can make a Z sound like in xylophone, but it is also made with an X, okay? But xylophone is an X, not a Z. All right? That one's kind of a tricky one. And our last letter for today is
D.
a D. What sound does the D make?
D. Doll.
For doll. And she's got some daisies in her hair. D is for doll. Okay? Alrighty. So let's get started. We're going to do some sight words today. So we're going to say the sight word, we're going to spell the sight word, and then I want you to try to write the sight word, okay? So Samantha here is going to be my helper. She's going to hold up our board. For our first sight word, you're going to do the word at. Can you say the word?
At.
At. Can I hear you say the word at? Okay? Now at has two letters in it, an A and a T. So how do we spell at? A-T. At, spelled A-T. So what we're going to do is I'm going to find my letters here. And I'm going to find my A. Where's my A? Oh, it's so big down here, isn't it? So here's my A. And then I need the letter T. Where is my T? Oh, there it is, pink T. So it's a little bit of T compared to the A. But that's because we lost the A. So, all right. So we have at. You say at. A-T, at. Your turn.
A-T, at.
Good job. And then you're going to take your pencil or your marker, your crayon, whatever you're using, and you're going to write the word at. So, oops, scrolling down a little bit there. So remember for the A, the lowercase a, it's kind of like a circle. So we go all the way around, go back to the top, and then we come down. Okay? So a little line there. And then our T, we start at the skyline, start at the top, we come down, and then we have our little line here in the middle for the word at. Very good. All right. So our next word that we're going to do, here, you go, Samantha, put these back. All right, the next word we're going to do is the word see. We used this word yesterday in our little story, the word see. I can see with my eyes, right? Kind of like I spy with my little eye, but I see with my eye. Hey, spy is a synonym for see. Huh? Did you know that? How cool. All right, so see. Let me put this on there for you. So see is 3 letters. S-E-E. See. Okay? Right? What letters?
S-E-E.
An S-E-E. So we're going to look for an S. Oh, here's our S. Can you put that on there for us? And then we need 2 E's. So here's 1 E, and I think we need 1 more E. Guess we're going to have to use one of our uppercase E's, because I only have 1 little lowercase E. Alright, where is our E? There it is. So we're going to use 2 different kinds of E's there. An uppercase E and a lowercase E. Alright, so let's say the word S-E-E. Alright, so what I want you to do is you're going to say the word, and then we're going to spell the word, and then we're going to write the word. Ready? See.
S-E-E.
S-E-E. Very good. See and S-E-E. See. Very good. Alright, so then we're going to write our C. So we have our S, we have our E, and our E. Okay, so C. I can clear that off. Alright, so the next word we're going to do is the word and. And. A-N-D spells and. What word is this?
And.
And. Very good. And is spelled A-N-D. Alright, so we need an A. Where's our A? Okay, so we need our A. We need our N. And man, these things don't still want to stay up. And our D. Where did our D go? Here it is. And our D. A-N-D. So and, A-N-D, and. Ready? A-N-D, and. And then we're going to write our word. So we have our A, our N, and our D. Okay? Very good. And. Alright, let's move on to our next sight word, which is the word the. Now we looked at this one yesterday in our little story we had. So the, T-H-E, the. Alright, so let's put this on there. So there's the. So we need a T. We need a H. An H. And our E. Using what we got. Alright, so the. T-H-E, the.
T-H-E, the.
Very good. Alright, so now we're going to write our word. So T, H, E spells The. Good job. Thank you, Samantha. You're doing a great job helping. All right, so our last one that we're going to talk about today is the word like. Like. All right. L-I-K-E, like. What word is this? Like.
L-I-K-E.
Very good. Like. I like that Samantha is such a good helper.
I like some food.
You like some food? All right, so like. L-I-K-E. So we need an L. Here's our L. We need an I. We need our K. Where's our K? I have our K. And we need our E. Thank you, Samantha. All right, so L-I-K-E, like. And we're going to write our word. So we go L-I-K-E, like. Very good. All right, so we just learned 5 new, semi-new sight words today. So you go off to kindergarten in August and they ask you, do you know any sight words? You can say, yeah, I do. I know some. They might show you a little list and they'll say, what is this word? And you'll say, the. And they'll say, good job. And then the next one they'll show you and you go, I know that one. It's and. And they'll say, fantastic. And then they'll show you another one, and they'll say, do you know what this one is?
See.
And you can say, it's the word see. I see with my eye. And then you might even surprise them and say, spy is another word for see. And they'd be like, what? How crazy that you know so much stuff already.
Right.
All right, the next word is at. I am at my house today. And the last word that we learned was the word like. I like that you guys are watching my videos and getting so super smart for kindergarten. All right, good job. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do today is we're going to do a little bit of math, but it's going to be some art kind of involved in it as well. So we're going to learn 3 words today. Slide, which means to move over. So I slid my heart. So here's my heart, and I slid it over. Slide. Can you say the word slide?
Slide.
Slide. All right, and then flip. So here's my line, and I flip it over. Good job. You flip it over. So I flipped my arrow over the line, and it's kind of like a mirror almost when you see your reflection, and it's kind of flipped, right? All right. And the last one here is rotate. So all I did was take my heart and turn it. Kind of like a clock, how the hands on the clock turn. So you're just rotating it. So all you did like here, and you rotate it, you rotate it, you rotate it, okay? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So slide, flip, and rotate. So you can grab, doesn't matter what it is. It could be a number. It could be a shape, it could be a letter, it could be anything you want. And what you're going to need is a little piece of paper, and we are going to do some sliding and some flipping. So this is what I did. I made a little thing, so I used my heart here, and so I traced it. So you might need help, maybe, if you are not quite sure how to do it. You have to hold it down, and then you trace around it, okay, so you get the heart shape. And then what I did was I slid it over, and I traced it again, and then I slid it over again and traced it. And then I flipped it. Ready? I'm going to flip it over, and I traced it. And then I can flip it over again and trace it, flip it over again and trace it, and then I flipped it over and traced it, and then I slide and slide. So I made a little pattern here. So I'm going to challenge you today to also make something, doesn't matter what shape it is, but you're going to try to slide and to flip like we did here, and we'll be working on that today. So maybe you can make some kind of pattern at home and take a picture of it, and I'd love to see what you guys have made and just post it in the comments. All right, So this is one that my daughter here, Samantha, made as well. You can see how she did her heart. So she flipped it and went back to the top, flipped it and she colored it and used some dabbers on there as well. Alright, so let me give you an example of a slide. So all I did was take my number 5 here and I just kind of traced it there. And what I did with my 5 was it was up here and all I did was slide it down and trace it again, okay? I can also slide it across and it's also the same 5, okay? So I didn't flip it, I didn't rotate it, it's still the same way as it was. I just kind of slid it down diagonally and over, okay? So that is a slide. So now let's take a look and see what it would look like if I flipped it over, okay? So here's my 5. So I'm just going to trace it real quick here. And mine, I don't have to hold it because it is a magnet, so it's sticking to my magnetized board here. So here's my number 5. And if I take my 5, can you see it's orange on one side and it's black on the other side because it's a magnet. Magnets, you know, are different colors. So if I take it and now I'm going to flip it over. Ready? I'm going to flip it. So now my magnet side, now it's not going to stay. My magnet side is up. So all I did was take it and I flipped it over, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I got to hold it in place now because my magnet is facing up. So I'm going to trace it real quick here for you. And this is a flip. Kind of like when you do a flip in the air, right? You turn around. Same kind of principle there. Alright, so here's my 5. So all I did was I took it, just like this, and I flipped it over. Okay, so there's like kind of like an imaginary line here, which I usually do with like dotted lines. Say it's like a mirror, like you're flipping it over the line. Okay, so I took it and I just flipped it over, and you can see it's the number 5, but it's backwards now. Okay, so that is a flip. Okay, so we have our flip and a slide. Remember, it stays the exact same way. We just slide it over or slide it down, okay? So this is a flip and this is a slide. All right, so we're going to do one more I'm going to show you, and that is the rotate, okay? So rotate, I'm going to take my 5 here. I'm just going to trace it for you real quick. Because I have the magnet side down, I don't have to hold it this time. Alright, so now I'm going to rotate it. So that means just to turn it, okay? So I'm going to take it and I'm going to turn it just like this, okay? So pretend this is like my 12, and now I'm going to point it at my 3. Kind of like a clock, right? So I'm just going to rotate it. So I'm rotating it. So now I'm going to trace my 5 for you again. And rotating it means that it went, I'm going to draw a little arrow here because that's the way I rotated it. And then if I rotate it again, it would be upside down just like this. And if I rotate it one more time, then it would be to the side. And then if I rotate it one more, there it goes. If I rotate it one more time, then it would rotate back on itself at the top, okay? So it's kind of like you're rotating like a clock, goes around in a circle, okay? So you rotate it once, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's back on itself, okay? So that is a rotation. So the word rotate means to turn. So, hey, there's a synonym for you as well. So turn and rotate mean the same thing. It means to turn. So rotate, you just move it in a circle, all right? Without, picking it up. All right, so we have learned 3 different words. So slide, so I'll show you again. So slide, you just move it to the side, right? Just like when you go down a slide, you move from one space to another, but usually right? You're not backwards when you get down the slide, or you're sideways, are you? No, you're still the same way. You just moved over one, or even down the slide like this.
I got
okay?
a question.
Yes.
You can't go backwards either.
No, you wouldn't be backwards. If you start this way and you go down on the slide, you should end the same way you started, right? All right, but you just slide down. So we have slide this way, or you can slide to the side. So slide diagonal, or you can slide over, okay? So that's our slide. And then we have our flip. So remember, we flip over, or you can even have your line this way and you flip over that way, right? So it'd be upside down. Okay, so that's a flip. And then we have our rotate, which we said was just to turn like in a circle, okay? So you turn, 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 okay? All right, so you can have some fun with this at home, and you can use different shapes or letters or numbers, whatever you like at home, and you can make something similar to what we did, okay, and make a pattern. So it's real easy. So you just trace it. So you put your, so let's say I use the number 5 here, and I'm going to trace it. I'm going to make a 5 pattern, a little picture with the number 5. So then I'm just going to slide it over, and I'm going to put it right there in front of it, and I'm going to trace it again, just like so. And then I'm going to have another 5, okay? And then I'm going to slide it over, and I'm going to make another 5. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm making a pattern with my number 5 just by sliding my 5 over, okay? Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my 5, and instead of sliding it down, I think I'm going to flip it over this time, okay? So if I flip it, it's going to be upside down, right? So you just flip it, okay? So when I flip it, now I'm going to have to hold it because the magnet is up. And then I'm going to draw my 5 again, okay? And then, this is a little hard here. Alright. So there, I flipped it. Okay? So now I have my 5. So then what you can do is once you get it finished, once you fill up your paper with your 5s, whether you slide it like we did here or flip it, okay, that's up to you. And then you can color it in a pattern like you could, like I did here. I did pink, blue, okay? So you can make any kind of color patterns you want. You can use 2 colors, you can use 3 colors, but remember a pattern repeats itself. So if I use blue, green, and then blue, green, right? So it has to keep repeating in order for it to be a pattern. If you go red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, red, okay? If you, let's just say you go back to red. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, black, brown. That's not a pattern, that's just colors, right? So a pattern, remember, needs to repeat itself. So red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. That would be a pattern that keeps going, okay? So I'm very interested in seeing the patterns that you make with your shapes. Doesn't matter what kind of shape it is, or letter, or number. And try to use our slide, our flip, or our rotate. So slide it to the left or to the right. You can flip it over, or you can rotate it and make a pattern, okay?
I have a question.
Yes.
I made it.
Oh, and look, Samantha even made one as well. Very nice. Good job. All right. So, that is it for today, and I will see you tomorrow in our next video. Goodbye.
Goodbye.